We have a matchup here. Actually, it was on my birthday. This was August 22nd, of course. I believe when I upload this, that'll be yesterday. I'm hoping to kind of stay on schedule there with that. But, of course, I'm going to be playing as Ralts, as you guys see right here. Backed up by my homie, Steph of Anime. That's a friend that plays Lucario. She's also a content creator, so please check out those channels. Steph of Anime, as spelled on screen. But what you're going to see here is kind of a match that starts out with really the first half of it having an enemy Lucario that bullies me. You know, straight up. Like, I just get bullied. And some of it's my fault, you know, but we'll see. You'll kind of see how it takes place. Some of it I can't avoid, and, you know, some of it's just the luck of the draw or, like, the skill in the game. So anyway, match starting out kind of typical, of course. We're looking to be a little bit aggressive there to steal some farm. That's just, you know, right off the bat, but maybe only got a little bit out of it. We did at least get that middle, that kind of like bottom middle on the top lane, of course. Core fish that's there. And so we've got a Pikachu and a Snorlax that we're kind of going up against in our lane right here. Snorlax rocking that berry skin. Love it. You love to see it, don't you? But anyway, I saw actually right there, just at that moment, so this was very good because I saw, okay, that Snorlax is going to go for our berry. Seen it happen so many times, right? And so we have a Frogadier right there that did try to help us out, and here's that Lucario player that I was talking about. So right now, things kind of like, you know, all fine and dandy for me. Obviously, he took out our Frogadier helper right now and doing a little bit of sneaky stuff, right? Going into that grass, coming back out and finding Steph, catching her off guard after her KOs, after her putting in work and whatnot. So it's getting a little bit dangerous, a little bit tricky. And unfortunately, this is one of those things, like I saw it happening and I was like, I can probably escape that. And obviously I cannot, you know, if a Lucario's taken me when I only have, you know, I mean, I guess I had like 75% of my HP left, but it was just one of those things. I saw him moving and he was mobilizing down below the little wall or the barrier right there with the grass and everything. And it was just like one of those situations where I was at the impasse. Do I escape and do I keep on trying to take out these wilds? I really do need these levels, you guys. Like as a Ralts player, I kind of always find myself, I should just say Gardevoir, you know, that's really the character that you're picking at the start, but I do kind of often find myself like a level or two behind the rest of my team. Generally, this happens because I'm usually supporting my team. You know, usually I'm the one that's creating a bunch of scenarios of damage. You know, I just do a ton of damage and don't end up getting those kills, but my teammates can, you know, and it's really good. Like, I love to be the assist person, you know, so do not get me wrong at all. But look at this, man. Like, I'm level 5 and that Lucario's already level 8. So right here, we're obviously getting into the dirt, you know, and I do have my beacon, so I'm glad that we have the goal right there to kind of give me the advantage, at least in this fight, until the obvious happens, right? Like, he wants to score, but they also have Pikachu right there. They're going to break our top goal, and at that point, as I'm running back thinking, like, I need to stave them off, no, we do see that Dreadnought is actually going to be spawning, of course, right now as we talk about it, about 5 seconds, and we do have Greninja going to be following us down there, and man, they already got their Snorlax from the other team down here as well, so they're all quickly mobilizing. We are all doing probably what we need to be doing, which is going for that Dreadnought, but look at this, there we go. I'm finally getting that KO. This is good. I need these levels, especially with this Lucario going absolutely nuts. It was going completely bonkers on me, and I'm pretty squishy, you know. There's definitely a squishy factor to having now Kirlia as we've evolved. Things are going to change a little bit, though. Every time that I evolve, I'm super happy. Way above other characters that I play in this game, you know. I've, of course, had lots of experience now with Blissey and Slowbro and Venusaur and whatnot, and so I've had some matches with them, but Gardevoir always kind of been my favorite. It's just that one major component of it is that, like, I really need to evolve, and obviously I'm not going to jungle or anything like that, so it's like what I mentioned before makes it hard to get experience, and obviously it takes kind of a long time because, like, you know, right now I'm just getting Moonblast at level 8, and so Moonblast is kind of the other component to this because look at that, I can actually kind of convince this Lucario to get back until, of course, he gets out of that stun, and it does catch me. This was a situation where, again, you're at another one of those impasses, is it's like, maybe I should have gone for the berry, you know, I had already used the eject and everything, and I had already stunned him, of course, so Moonblast was like just getting out of cooldown at the point where essentially I was getting caught off guard and KO'd, and so it's just one of those things. Maybe if I was like a little bit faster, like if I was just like a second faster with my moves or something, believe me, I'm not perfect or anything, up to veteran class at least, you know, that's good for me. I don't think I'm ever gonna be like a, you know, top tier, like absolutely pro in this game, but I'm learning every single day. I'm learning every single game almost, and so that's good, so at least that'll help me improve. But the reason I mention that is just because, of course, I'm going to be making some of these mistakes and whatnot, and I believe in showing them to you guys. I believe in trying to talk about it. So I don't know what other content creators are doing out there for Unite, but just for me, I think it's a little bit better to kind of analyze these things. And I mean, there's still some really cool stuff to come. So I actually make some like amazing plays kind of in the late game, and that's what my Gardevoir strat is all about as I get bullied again, you guys. And that Lucario is doing exactly the right thing, as they are hiding out for that opportunity, hitting me because I'm the softest, and I do have the lowest level, I believe, out of my team right here. And so I was on the call with Steph during this match, on my birthday and everything, and it was super late at night, by the way. It was like basically midnight my time, so honestly, my official birth date might have surpassed into August 23rd as we were playing. Anyway, the point being, of course, that, me and her are talking, and I'm like, well, Steph, like, I really need to level up, it wasn't as dire as maybe I was feeling it was. I was just getting sick of being picked off by this Lucario, who I tried to hit him for that KO, and you saw how many hits actually got off, and I officially landed. It's like Gardevoir's basic attacks, of course, as Kirlia, as Ralts, but even as Gardevoir, like, those basic attacks are pretty feeble in comparison to a lot of others. I mean, we're not talking about like Blissey or something, but we're talking about some other Pokemon. Gardevoir sort of falls behind on those basic attacks, actually just dealing a lot of damage. I guess it's boosted attack. Her boosted attack is nice, but point being, didn't get the Lucario KO. At least my teammates did. My squad kind of was able to manage that, no problem. We do get this Rotom up here just as I'm a little bit too late into the fray, but it's okay because I'm here to support everybody now. This is kind of where our squad was mobilizing to, as we have a Cinderace that's down right now. Of course, the orange squad at that time had 2 down, and we're getting into that point where that actually matters a lot, because it's like here we're making these big plays, right? It's often squad on squad. You can see that Lucario starting to come after me. Luckily, I, had Steph on alert. We were both sort of there for each other, which is great. I mean, anytime that you can have a cohesive synergy with even just one person, I guess it really helped. You want to have it with the whole squad, obviously, but me and Steph, we were, on a roll, I would say, and so she definitely kind of helped me out of there, just sort of intimidate that Lucario on the other team a little bit. I'm here to back up just in case they need it, but they did not, so I was like, let me get some more of this just wild farm, let's go ahead and hit that. I'm about to level up again, and I'm Gardevoir, so this is great. Like, this is good. It's going to set me up sort of for the next 3 minutes to come. Of course, now it's just under 3 minutes, we should say, and so this is sort of interesting again, because you get to that point where it's like, what are we going to do in our late game? Well, we're ahead. We have more goals right now. We pretty much know we're ahead. It's just sort of obvious, right? And so that makes you obviously want to defend. You don't want them to really be scoring points, breaking more goals and whatnot. You do want to have a cohesive squad, though. Steph and we can't always expect that these people that are not talking to us, physically, like on comms, they're not always going to understand what we're doing. And so, of course, the main thing is going to be that Zapdos, right? And you see what happened right here. Snorlax is going to sneak it in, but it's only 3 points. And so I was thinking, can I like kind of get the Snorlax not to be involved with this fight that we have going on right here? And I was hoping to kind of stun. And in this case right here, it's going to be a little bit scary. And so I said, hey, we're at Zap. I'm going to go ahead and use that Unite. Like, I think that was the right time. You could kind of justify like maybe waiting again to have even more people in that. Gardevoir is all about that crowd control, man. And I can pop that thing with Psyshock. And so if I can use Fairy Singularity, my Unite move, look at this, actually catching that Eldegoss right there. I think it was kind of off guard. I didn't expect. I think I was going to get that KO. You going to run away from me? No way, son. So this is where, things start to change. It's like, look at this. You got to see what transpires right here, because like, obviously I was being bullied for a lot of that beginning parts of the match and even some of that middle by the Lucario player, and it was justified. Like some of it I was making mistakes, but also that Lucario was good. They were good at what they were doing, and so it was just sort of as the match happened, as it should, maybe we should say. But there I am. I'm just doing, of course, some more Psyshocks into the group. Again, that crowd control with Gardevoir is great. If you can ever find a crowd of other players, boom, look at that, dude. Get him like right. That was like perfect timing, perfect placement, catching that Eldegoss right as it tries to loop back around, and then getting the Snorlax, you guys. So I'm absolutely nuts. I am going crazy right here with Gardevoir. This is what I love to see, and the games that just give me so much adrenaline when I'm playing right now. And so it's obviously looking a little bit more dangerous as I'm losing HP and everything, but we're, in a very important skirmish that I didn't want to leave, and then that's where we can kind of end it off, is that we get the Zapdos right there. We don't have to worry now about like we have to get that Zapdos or something to win, because no, we didn't need it to win, but we didn't want them to get it. That would have changed things so dramatically. And so Steph actually letting me have that goal. We sort of realized after it was too late that she actually could have hit that goal because she had 36. I thought that she actually had enough to break it herself. And I said, well, Steph, I've got 50. And I was like, can I break this? And I also hadn't scored all game. And so, like, I felt kind of bad. And it was really nice. Hey, for my birthday, she let me get it, right? It was that birthday goal right there. And so a birthday victory, man. It was absolutely incredible. Before we get a look at the breakdown, I do just want to kind of replay one thing, is that after being bullied that whole match, the way that I got my revenge on this Lucario, it was with that Unite move. But, like, maybe we'll play this in slow-mo just to sort of, like, tell you exactly what was going on in my brain. While there was a little bit of panic, I also did have confidence in my Unite move, and I said, like, that Lucario has bullied me so many times. And I literally, on the call with Steph of Anime, I said many obscenities, but I was basically just like, you, like, seriously been bullying me all game? Not this time, mother. I'm grown up now, bitch. All that stuff. So I was talking a lot of veiled trash. It was veiled because obviously that Lucario is not gonna hear me. Just really good. Steph did a great job. That 10 KOs and obviously scoring plenty of times. We'll see the score breakdowns as well. But before that, I just want to note, around that point where we got the Rotom, that was at like near the 6-minute mark, a little bit later, we were actually getting a little bit close, and we were obviously close before then. But it was really after that Rotom and that squad push. I've been using the word cohesive. Our squad did become a lot more cohesive at that point, and that's what sort of tipped it over, I would say. So that's great, dude. Like, absolutely amazing. If you guys like this, please consider subscribing, since this is a brand new channel for me, and I'll catch you on another video, and thanks for viewing.